What up, stackers? Big Stack McGee here. How are you doing today? It's Sunday afternoon, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do a little bit of vacation show and tell. I had mentioned in previous videos that my family and I had just been on vacation, and we had the opportunity to visit the southern part of the United States, the Gulf Shores of Alabama, to be exact, which was just a fantastic trip. I'm from the opposite side. I'm from the northern side of the country, and so it was fun to be able to road trip down and to be able to visit, different restaurants and things that you don't have around where you live and all that kind of business. But the biggest attraction, of course, was the beach. We were on the Gulf of Mexico, white sand beaches, gorgeous weather every day, and it was just a real awesome opportunity. I had actually never swam in the ocean before, and so it was a lot of fun for the whole family to be able to be down there. And of course, from a stacking perspective, I guess the story kind of has a twofold thing. One is, it's nice when you're a stacker if you're able to differentiate between what different pools of money are to be spent on. Like, I love stacking, but I would never stack so much that I don't have money to go on vacation and do fun things with the family and all that kind of stuff. I think it's really important to make that distinction known. A lot of people have accused me in the past of being a miser because I talk in my videos about how I don't like being in debt, and I also like to live well below my means and all that kind of business. And for that reason alone, a lot of times people will say, well, you must not do anything fun, you must not spend any money, every bit of discretionary income you have goes towards stacking, and that's just obviously not true. But regardless, in addition to just going on vacation and having a nice opportunity, I did get a chance to stop at a couple of different coin shops that clearly were not local coin shops, and had some mixed results. One store that I stopped in northern Alabama was a bigger enterprise, and this is right when spot price had dipped down below $15 for silver for the first time, and there just was not a whole lot for sale. They were looking to buy, and they were not looking to sell a lot. They had a few items, they had a couple of bars and everything, but everything was overpriced. Way too high of a premium for me to even consider. Simply because I knew that I can go online and even with free shipping have stuff delivered to me for cheaper than I could walk out of the store with, which was unfortunate. But there was another place that I went to. This was more near Mobile, Alabama. It was not in Mobile. It was in a place called Spanish something or other, and I can't remember, Spanish Trail or something. Regardless, it was, of course, this is when my wife is driving and I'm on my smartphone looking up coin shops and what's around and what the hours are and all that kind of stuff. And I found a place that was advertising buying and selling coins and all that. So I went there, and, with the family in tow, we're not even at our digs yet. This is kind of on our way to get to Gulf Shores. And this particular coin shop, it was not really a coin shop. It was more of a sports card / video game / Pokemon card and collectibles kind of place. And there was not even coins in the name of the store, but it was advertised on the window. And so I went up to them, and there was a couple of people working. It was not very busy on the day that I showed up. I mentioned that I would like to see the coins, and they're like, oh. And there apparently is one person that works for the store that operates the safe that shows the precious metals and stuff that they have, and they did not have a lot. So I had to wait around for this guy to get back from lunch, and then finally he shows up, and he's like, oh, okay. And, I actually had quite a big stack of cash on me, just in case there was something really good. And so basically they got one tray from a safe, and it had, a tray full of random silver dollars. There was peace dollars and Morgan dollars. There was about 4 or 5 silver 1-ounce rounds. There was a 10-ounce bar, and then they also had like a 10th ounce of gold that looked like some kind of Canadian commemorative of some sort. And then they also had 2 gold $20 double eagles, and it was not the St. Gaudens variety, which I just purchased, but it was actually the older Liberty versions. And they were in pretty darn good condition, but they just wanted too darn much money for them. And so I was going through everything. I did end up getting 3 things, and so I'll just kind of show you these here quick. So I picked up 3 Morgan silver dollars, and I'll show you a little more close up here in a second. because I want to give one to each of my kids to kind of commemorate our vacation and whatnot when we go out, and I try to find something. And so I was able to just kind of cherry pick these out of the ones they had. They had several slicks and things, but I paid $18 a piece for these, which is more than I'd like to pay. But you're going to come away with something, so I thought, why not get something? I did ask, because I had enough money to buy everything that they had in the entire store for precious metals, and I thought if I could somehow, potentially get some kind of offer that would make this a little bit more lucrative for me, that I might consider it. I really wasn't, but I just thought I'd ask, and the guy's eyes went kind of wide, and he's like, even the double eagles? I'm like, yeah, how much for everything? And so he kind of, spat out a number which wasn't close to what I would have purchased that at. And of course, the number that I was looking for at was still, at around spot or so. So it wasn't looking to try to snowball anybody, but they were not interested. They wanted way too high of a premium for those things. And to be honest, I did not have my normal kit of things with me to be able to evaluate the double eagles, because typically I would not buy a gold eagle from a place like that unless I could have my own ability to measure and to weigh, so that I can verify the authenticity myself. I'm not just going to take someone's word for it, but at any rate, I ended up walking away with 3 coins, so I'll just show you them one at a time. One for each of my kids. All 3 of them are 1921 Morgans. Here's the next one. And these were some of the nicer ones in the lot that I could tell. They just at least had less wear, more character, etc. Of course, they're 1921s, nothing special about 1921 Morgans. But a little piece of history and something my kids can add to their stacks to commemorate our trip. So, yeah, kind of fun. I was hoping for a place that might have a few more things available than just, seriously, I could have, I think I told you everything was there. Just a handful of silver dollars, couple of silver rounds, and here's again, silver spot price was at let's say $14.90 or something like that at the time, or whatever, and they were asking $18 or $19 a piece for the silver rounds that were not. They were clearly secondhand market, dinged up. There's nothing special about them anyway. I'm like, there's no way, man, more than $4 an ounce over spot for this stuff. The gold was more reasonably priced compared to where gold spot price was, but I don't know. If he would have gave me a really good offer, I would have really had to think about it. But again, without my tools down there to be able to evaluate those pieces, and when I say tools, I'd want to weigh them. I would love to have. How about I just splash those all over the place? I would love to have my red book down there and the information for circumference, all that kind of stuff, to be able to measure. I like to have the name is escaping me. The little deal where you can measure and you roll it in and it calipers, so that you can see exactly the dimensions and compare that versus what the official ones are supposed to be, and of course compare the weight and all that kind of stuff. And so without those available, I wasn't really probably serious about purchasing that, but I had to consider, because I had a good deal of cash with me at the time. But yeah, I really wish I would have had more opportunity to break away and see some other coin stores that may have had more things, but it's always fun when you go into a new place and you never know what to expect. Part of me was kind of hoping there would be some kind of unique antique bar or something like that could be had reasonably. That would have been a lot of fun to buy and then show on the channel. I love bars with character, and some of my better finds have been in local coin shops where they just look at it as a big hunk of silver that no one's even looked at for a while, and they just want to move it. Whereas you try to find some of those pieces online, and you're going to be paying a pretty penny as a premium for some of those things. And I really don't like paying any kind of premium for silver bullion bars. But if you can find them for cheap, that would have been a huge score. So I think that's really what I was looking for. Was a piece or two like that. But regardless, I ended up getting these 30 things for my kids, which I'll be giving them. I did present these to them after I walked out, and I had to ask for them back to make this video. So I'm going to give them back to them in just a few hours when I get back home. But it was a real successful trip otherwise. If there's anyone that's watching this video from Gulf Shores, Alabama. I absolutely loved the vacation down there, and I can tell you that my family and I will definitely be returning. So 2 questions for anyone from that part of the world. What are your favorite restaurants and places to eat down there? Whatever your favorite activities down there, other things to do besides just being at the beach. And then finally, if anyone knows of a really good coin store anywhere within, let's say 100 miles of Gulf Shores, Alabama, I'd love to know what it is for the next time when I go down. So if anyone has any information, please leave a comment, and I'd be really, really excited to hear more about what you guys know. But great opportunity to visit with the family, and we're back now, and it's just summer is almost officially over. So there we are. This is Big Stack McGee. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll be back at you real soon. Take care.